Hi everyone, this is Brijesh from Royal Cyber, and thanks for joining our session today on ServiceNow Now Assist, shaping the future of ITSM with ServiceNow. So quick introduction, my name is Brijesh, I'm the Director of ServiceNow here at Royal Cyber, and I oversee solutioning and services portion for the ServiceNow practice, and we work with clients in healthcare, pharmaceuticals, banking and finance, and other industries to provide ServiceNow-based solutions and services. With me today, we also have Rahul. He's a ServiceNow solution architect who's currently working in multiple projects for our existing clients. Real quick, the agenda, what are we going to cover today? We've already done the introduction. We are going to follow that up with an overview of what is ServiceNow Now Assist. What are its features? What are the benefits of Now Assist? Where do you use it? What are the use cases? And ServiceNow uses the terminology called skills. What does that mean? What kind of skills are available out of the box and where do you use it? We'll take a look at that. We're also going to do a live demo. So we will see Now Assist in action and see how it can be used for a couple of use cases. We also have some exclusive event offers, so stick around for the offers towards the tail end of the event, and also a quiz and some prizes at the end of the event, followed by a Q&A session. All right, so I'm going to start with a quick overview about Royal Cyber. We are an IT solutions and services company based out of Chicago. We are a mid-sized company, about 2,500 people worldwide. And we're based out of Chicago, but we have a global presence. We have offices and locations in US, UK, Middle East, Australia, and we have offshore development centers in India. We are business partners with ServiceNow. We are a premier ServiceNow partner, and we are also business partners with other technology companies like Salesforce, Microsoft, AWS, Google, and others. Uh, we focus on digital transformation. Um, Under digital transformation, we do cloud, middleware and integration, enterprise modernization, automation and DevOps, and data and analytics work. And these are some of the clients that we are working with or have worked with in the past. So as you can see, we work with clients in healthcare, retail, manufacturing, education, banking and finance, and other domains. We're industry agnostic. Um, a little bit more about our partnerships. As I mentioned before, we are business partners with ServiceNow. For us, ServiceNow falls under the automation practice, but really it's more of a platform that can be used for many things across digital transformation. And we also have practices in all of these other areas as well: cloud, middleware, enterprise modernization, DevOps, data, and others. A little bit more about our ServiceNow partnership. So we are a premier partner with in the consulting and implementation space. We're also a partner in the build space. We have a good customer satisfaction score on the ServiceNow partner portal. We also have quite a few product certifications and some expertise certifications as well. Not only are we a recognized ServiceNow partner, we're also a recognized Gartner ServiceNow implementation partner. So this slide talks about Gartner's recognition of Royal Cyber as a ServiceNow consulting, implementation, and managed services partner. And there are links that you can click on to actually go to the profile and check it out. And I've included some of the reviews that we've received recently. Uh, on a side note, we will be sharing this deck after the call. You'll be able to access it as well. Yes, I had covered this earlier. These are the 5 areas that we work on: cloud, middleware, enterprise modernization, automation and DevOps, and data and analytics. Today's call is primarily focused on ServiceNow and automation, and specifically Now Assist on the ServiceNow platform. Uh, Last slide on the Royal Cyber overview. These are examples of some of the solutions we've built. Solutions and accelerators or value adds. We usually include these as part of our engagements with our clients. A lot of times we offer these for free for our existing clients. Some of the examples that you see here are GoTest Pro, a test automation product that we built using open source technologies. that can be used to automate the testing of ServiceNow. It can also be used to automate testing of Salesforce, Workday, SAP, etc., many web-based applications. Uh, we have another solution called Integration Wizard, which helps streamline the integration between ServiceNow and any third-party tool using APIs. It gives you one place to go and configure those integrations, manage access, request responses, etc. We also have an AI-based solution that works on all ServiceNow instances, not just Vancouver, even the older ones, and it allows you to do ticket analysis. It gives you recommendations on how to resolve an incident, what are the steps to be taken to resolve an incident, and how to create knowledge articles based on resolution notes and things like that. And this is a customizable solution that you can use any AI to be able to leverage within ServiceNow. And these are some examples. There's a whole lot more that we can talk about in future events. That being said, let's quickly switch over to my colleague Rahul, and let's take a look at Now Assist.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rahul Shandilya. As Brijesh mentioned, I will be the speaker for today's session on Now Assist. So, without losing further time, let's discuss on our topic today, which is Now Assist. Let's begin with the overview. And we are primarily going to discuss about ServiceNow's AI journey, understand what exactly is Now Assist, and also talk about the Gen AI capabilities within ServiceNow. So, ServiceNow's AI journey started way back in 2017 when they first acquired the AI tool called DX Continue, and recent acquire of Element AI that happened in 2021. So typically, when ServiceNow acquires any company, it basically takes a year to rebuild it according to ServiceNow standards and then relaunch that product within the ServiceNow area or product lines. Now Assist. It is the latest buzzword in town. Now Assist was first announced in the Knowledge 2023 and it was finally released, excuse me, with Vancouver. Now Assist leverages its own large language model, which is LLM, to generate content to enhance user productivity and efficiency. So currently, there are generative AI capabilities available within ITSM, and you can see some of the examples like case summarization, chat summarization, or resolution node summarization. These are pretty much available in out of box with the plugins that are installed for Now Assist. However, we may see other capabilities, available in near future from ServiceNow. All right. So you might be wondering, how does this Now Assist work, right? Now that before we, now that we are talking about the Now Assist and how exactly it is going to work, I believe everyone is familiar with Chat GPT, Bard, or any other AI tool. You may have seen Alexa responding to your queries, right? Like you ask a question and it gives you the answers. So do we know how do these systems work? Probably I'm not going to bore you with how those systems work. Let's come back to ServiceNow's Now Assist. Now, it basically leverages the RAG architecture to generate the content. Now, you might be wondering what exactly is this RAG architecture. As you can see in the diagram here, once the user gives an input, it basically goes to the Now Assist uh, uh, a, a plugin that is there, and it leverages the generative AI controller capabilities, and it finally gives that same content to the Now LLM, and the generative AI output is creating your content on your screen. RAG basically stands for retrieval augmented generation. If I have to explain in uh, technical terms over here, the retrieval step is basically what you are seeing is the user input, right? The augmentation step is querying your specific articles and then getting that input to the LLM part. And generation is nothing but when the content is being generated, that's the generation part. Now, currently there is only one LLM which ServiceNow is leveraging for all their products. However, we can expect vertical specific LLMs in near future. That's pretty much possible, which will happen. And so in the previous slide, I was talking about supporting all the products. Now the Now Assist framework, as you can see, currently has 5 products within its pipeline, or I can say which is being supported. We are also seeing plugins for SPM coming up in Washington release, and there will be many such integrations happening in near future. So today we are going to discuss about all the features or capabilities that the Now Assist support for ITSM. However, this is just a glimpse of all these products that you are seeing. We'll also be seeing many other products that will come up. Let's quickly move on to our next slide, which is referring to all the features. And I'm going to quickly dive into all the features that Now Assist provides. So the first feature talks about easy to access. The Now Assist panel, as you can see, is very much integrated within the unified navigation bar. It is currently available in the workspaces, as you can see over here. And users can easily locate the icon of the Now Assist panel and experience Now Assist's features. Moving on to our next feature, which is basically context aware. So the Now Assist panel, as you can see, is very smart and recognizes the task which is open in the workspace, right? When users leverage any of the skill, if I go back to the previous slide here, if I am leveraging any of the skills over here, it understands the action that is being taken for the ticket, which is open and actively being viewed in the workspace, and it generates content for the same skill as well. So moving on to our next feature, which is guided interaction. So let me give you a quick example of Google Map, which basically keeps telling you about, hey, take right turn or left turn while navigating. You would have used it while driving, right? So the Now Assist panel gives you exactly like a guided interaction, and it provides you a glimpse of what are the skills, as you can see over here, like chat summarization, generate resolution notes, summarize the record. These are basically the skills or features that are available within the Now Assist panel. It clearly asks you what do you want to use and helps you select the right skill that you are interested in and generate the context accordingly for the ticket which is open or in question. I'll quickly move on to my next feature, which is reduce time spent on task. Now, out of all the features that we have discussed today, this is my favorite one, as it clearly tells me that AI is the future. AI can generate any content, very quickly and saves time for all the agents. It's basically a time and effort saving agent, I can tell you. So it allows, the agent to finish his work very much quicker. And as you can see, if I just go ahead and select a specific skill, the content gets generated and the agent can go ahead and copy that specific content and put it in his incident, and his job is completely done with respect to that incident or the case that we are talking about. The next feature is continuous and fluid conversation. And this is another great feature over here. Again, I'll give a quick example of your Google Home or Alexa. Sometimes you know, or imagine, let's say you ask a question to Google Home or Alexa, and it stops responding to you after your first question. It would be a bad user experience, right? Similarly, the Now Assist is built to continue the conversation. It doesn't stop after your first question or your first skill selection. It gives you an opportunity to ask question after question, and it is going to bring you content after content as you keep responding to specific questions. So the conversation continues. It helps you get the right content for every skill or capability being selected. All right. Let's move on to our next feature, handling unhappy path. I say, garbage in, garbage out. So many times you would have probably asked the right question, and you may not get the right response. So as you can see here in the screenshot, somebody just typing gibberish or some you know unusual context over here, and probably you won't get the right response. The Now Assist is very intelligent and is smart enough to respond to these kind of conversations, and tackle these scenarios as well in a very nice way. And again, the conversation do not stop. It gives you another opportunity to go ahead and continue the conversation. All right, the next feature is start fresh easily. So if you get bored with your current interaction, whatever you have, converse with Now Assist, you can always restart. You can reset the conversation. It brings you, the conversation completely gets reset from scratch, and you can start fresh. That's a very niche feature, I can say. Last but not the least, perform quick actions. Now, as I said earlier, the Now Assist features or skills are available on the workspace and on the panel as well. The panel gives you basically a way that you can, without opening a ticket, it's like you can run a case summarization or create resolution notes for a ticket just by providing or selecting those skills and making sure you provide the ticket information. So imagine how much time the agent can save if he is simply going ahead and putting in the ticket information and selecting the right skill. Without even opening the ticket, you have the data available with you. Another situation could be the agent has come in very much 9 o'clock at the daytime, and he wants to get a review of all the tickets that he has, or if the tickets have been assigned to him. There would be a summary that will be easily available, created from the Now Assist panel, and that is pretty much going to save him time from going through all the ticket, opening them one by one, and again reading through them. Moving on to our next slide here. So this basically talks about all the skills that are currently available with the Now Assist. It's a quick glance to all the skills that ServiceNow is supporting, with various product lines. Technology workflows is nothing but ITSM. Employee workflows is related to HR service delivery. Customer and industry workflow is nothing but CSM and FSM, as we saw earlier. And creator is more geared towards developer and helps you with text to code, code completion, and flow generation. For our discussion today, I'll quickly give you an insight of what exactly is incident summarization. So the moment you select this skill, if your incident has the right content within the short description and description, an incident summary would be created and available at your panel within the bar. It can also allow you to, select those and, copy paste and, put it anywhere. Similarly, chat and agent handoff summarization helps you with the specific summarization of chat being created when, uh, you know, one agent actually transfers any interaction to another agent altogether. So let's say I am handling a ITSM related interaction, and there is another agent which is taking care of HR related, and somehow the user landed in my queue. I can probably get all the details from him and transfer the conversation or interaction to another agent, and the case or the chat summarization will help the other agent to quickly glance through the details and move forward with the interaction with the user. Similarly, it is completely time saving for them. As you can see, the the agent doesn't have to go through the complete interaction, reading through the notes. It clearly tells them, okay, this is what has been discussed so far, and you can move forward with this interaction. All right. Let's go to the users and benefits, and that's our next slide here. So end users are not admins, but admins can be end users at some point. Similarly, the skills that are being developed by ServiceNow is not available for all personas. Some of the skills may be available for all personas, some may not be, right? Uh, as I was talking about in the previous slide, the creator skills are only available for developer. However, the ITSM related skills are pretty much available for agents and the resolution group folks who can go ahead and create resolution nodes and put it in those incident and probably resolve it. So but then again, there are configurations available, like to map these skills to a specific role, and organizations can definitely change these configurations based on their specific persona needs and, make or leverage the benefits from there on. All right. So we have almost come to our end of our session. We'll quickly move on to our demo here. I'll quickly unshare and share the demo screen. Give me a moment. So I have the service operations workspace, open, and you can see that the incident number 55 is currently in selection over here. Quickly glancing and touching upon, this is where the Now Assist panel is, and it's pretty much available in the menu, the unified navigation bar here. And we also see the Now Assist button available here directly within the workspace, as I said earlier, and you can actually leverage either of them to go ahead and create any of the details. So today we are going to demonstrate or illustrate on summarize a record. Let me go ahead and try summarizing this record over here. And it failed. Purposely, we chose this specific incident just to show you that if your data is not adequate or is incomplete, the LLM is or Now Assist will not be able to generate the case summary. A bare minimum of 200 words is required within the short description or description, so that a case summary can be generated. I'll quickly move on to my next incident, and you can see it has pretty good number of words available here. It has a very good documentation about within the description, and I hope that LLM or the Now LLM is going to generate the case summarization over here. Let's quickly move on, and we'll reset our conversation. So that was another feature, as you can see, reset conversation directly being available. We have reset our conversation. We'll get our options once again, and I will just select the skill, summarize a record. And here you go. Here is a summary of incident number 15. Issue is put up over here. Actions being taken. It gives you complete details in a snapshot. Imagine if the agent comes on board and he just reads it. How much time is he going to save? It's completely time saver for everyone. It's a game changer. All right. We will try another demonstration of another skill here, which is the resolution nodes. So let's select, I selected another incident, which is number 54. And this is currently on hold, which means some of the details have been populated within the activity, and it has not been, resolved so far. The agent or the assigned to person has worked on it and given some of the details. Let's see what happens if we try resolution notes over here. We'll quickly reset our conversation once again. All right. So we will select the skill called generate resolution notes. Now, even though this is not resolved yet, there hasn't been any specific details around the resolution, but the analysis panel gives us a very nice overview about the resolution that we are still waiting for specific details, and then a resolution note could be processed. All right, so that's all from the demonstration today. Brijesh, do you want to take over?
Yes, please. Thanks,
Okay.
Rahul, for walking us through all of that. Let me go back and share my screen. All right. Folks, if you're still with us, just a couple of more slides and then we have the quiz and the prizes. So please stick around. Um, I am sharing my screen now. We just saw the demo. What I want to cover now is in order for you to use Now Assist, is there a checklist that helps you determine if your environment or your instance is ready or your organization is ready to use Now Assist? This is that checklist, right? We call it customer readiness. What what should be the version of your ServiceNow instance or environment? What type of licenses do you need? What kind of quantity of data do you need? We just saw an example where for one specific incident, we saw that the case summarization didn't work because there wasn't enough words in that particular incident. That's an example for incidents. There's similar minimum content requirements for other areas as well. So overall, from a data quantity perspective, what are the prerequisites? From a data quality perspective, this is also very important. Um, Gen AI in general and also Now Assist is the output is only as good as the input or the data that it feeds on, that it processes. So if there's errors or inconsistencies in your data, in your knowledge articles or your resolution notes, that can impact the the quality of the output that you're getting from Now Assist. How do you deal with that? That's part of the readiness checklist. And we actually have a package where we go through all of these things and we get you ready as well, which I'll talk about in the next slide. Training, right? There's a very basic course called Introduction to Gen AI, which is there in Now Learning, which we strongly recommend everyone to who's thinking of using Now Assist to go through. Within your organization, who are the folks that are going to be involved with regards to using Now Assist? Somebody has to be the process owner, and there's typically already a platform owner or admins or developers for ServiceNow in general. They would, um, by default, be their roles would extend to Now Assist as well. But it's important to identify these folks and also to engage with them to enable them with regards to how they're going to do their role specifically for Now Assist. As a platform owner, how is Now Assist going to be managed by the platform owner? How is the admin going to turn it on or off? And how is he going to configure the features that should be used or not used? Right? How can developers use it? We saw in one of the sites, there's a few use cases specifically targeted towards developers, right? So identifying these folks is important and enabling them. Stakeholder engagement is very important. It's important to introduce Gen AI and Now Assist to these stakeholders, talk to them about it, do enablement sessions focused on their roles, not just a how-to article on here's Now Assist and here's how it works, but how do you, as a specific stakeholder, how would you use this product in your day-to-day work? Having that enablement session goes a long way to increase adoption of the product of this feature. So these are some of the things we recommend as part of a readiness or a checklist in order to ensure that your organization is ready for using Now Assist. This is like a prerequisite. Now, good news is we, Royal Cyber, we offer what's called as a readiness package, where we work with you to go through this checklist and get you ready for using Now Assist, right? And it covers all the things that I was talking about in the previous slide. We would do these things for you. We would look into your environment, come up with an upgrade plan if an upgrade is needed. We would look into data quality and quantity, generate the required reports, do the analysis, and show you what's lacking if there is anything lacking. Give you the training that's needed, help in the identification of stakeholders and the enablement. So if anybody is interested in this package, please feel free to sign up or email us at info@royalcyber.com or just drop us a message in the group chat. We'd be happy to reach out to you and have a conversation on readiness for Now Assist. We also have a complimentary jumpstart package. So for those of you who saw the demo and you saw the checklist on the previous slide, if you feel that you're all set and you just want to go ahead and start using it, even if it is a pilot engagement, even if it is for one use case, you want to go ahead and start using it, we have a complimentary jumpstart package where we can get you up and running with any use case of your choice within 1 week or less, right? And I've listed some of the use cases here. Pick any use case of your choice. We will enable it. We will get you up and running. We will provide you documentation on what we did and how we did it, and and also some training enablement for your admins and your users. If you're interested in this package, again, please feel free to sign up or send us an email or drop us a message in the group chat, and we'd be happy to reach out to you and talk to you about this package. All right. Last but not the least, as promised, there is a quiz that we all can take and hopefully win some prizes. Give me just 1 minute while I get the quiz up and running, and I'm going to share my screen with a QR code, which you all can use to take the quiz on your PCs and hopefully win some prizes. I'm resharing my screen. Let me know if you guys can see it. So if you're seeing a QR code, if you scan this with your phone, you should be able to. It should pop up. I see people already signing up and taking the quiz. That's great. Um, and also, please feel free to ask any questions if while doing the quiz or even after the quiz. We are at the tail end of the event. We're happy to take any questions you may have.
Just to add in case somebody wants to ask a question directly using the mic, let us know and we can enable your mic as well.
All right. Rahul, we already have our first question. Does ServiceNow provide Now Assist with ITSM? or is it an additional cost license?
Yes, it is an additional cost license, and you also need to have ITSM Pro licenses.
All right. Thank you, Imran, for asking that question. I hope that answer is helpful. Looks like more people are signing up for the or taking the quiz. So let's take a few minutes and let everybody take the quiz, and we'll come back to questions. I see a lot of interest in the quiz. That's great. For those of you who are looking for the QR code for the quiz, I am sharing it in the group chat as well. And again, just as a reminder, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. For those of you who are done with the quiz or are not planning to take the quiz, please go ahead and if you have any questions, please use the Q&A section in the event. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. All right, looks like we're getting to the tail end. We are good to go. Most folks are done with the quiz and with the questions. Thank you all for attending once again, and hope to see you all again in our next event. Thank you.